In the world of psychology, we often talk about narcissism. Narcissism is a complex and multifaceted personality trait that has intrigued psychologists for decades. It is characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. This trait can manifest in various ways, from overt grandiosity to more subtle forms of self-centeredness. Narcissism is a personality trait where someone has a very inflated sense of self. They often believe they are superior to others and expect to be treated as such. This sense of superiority can lead to a range of behaviors that are designed to reinforce their self-image and ensure they receive the admiration they crave. These individuals often need constant admiration and validation from others. They thrive on the attention they receive and can become quite distressed if they feel they are not getting enough. This need for validation is not just a desire, it is a fundamental aspect of their personality that drives much of their behavior. This need for validation is like a hunger, and the people who provide it are like their food or supply. Just as a person needs food to survive, a narcissist needs validation to maintain their self-esteem. Without it, they can feel empty, worthless, and even depressed. Now imagine a narcissist going back to a person they've previously dated or been close to. This is a common behavior among narcissists, as they often find it easier to return to someone who has already provided them with the validation they need, rather than seeking out new sources. This is what we call recycled supply. Recycled supply refers to the practice of returning to previous sources of validation, such as ex-partners, old friends, or even family members. This behavior is driven by the narcissist's need for a reliable and familiar source of admiration. Like returning to an old familiar restaurant, the narcissist goes back to someone who has already provided them with the attention and admiration they crave. This familiarity makes it easier for the narcissist to get what they need without having to put in the effort to build new relationships. This pattern of returning to old sources of validation is a key characteristic of narcissistic behavior. It allows the narcissist to maintain a steady supply of admiration and attention, which is crucial for their self-esteem. However, this behavior can be damaging to the people they return to, as it often involves manipulation and emotional exploitation. It's a way for them to quickly and easily get the attention they need, without putting in the effort of finding someone new. This can create a cycle of dependency and emotional turmoil for both the narcissist and their recycled supply. Understanding this behavior is crucial for recognizing and addressing the impact of narcissism on relationships. It might seem puzzling why a narcissist would return to someone they have already hurt or discarded in the past. This behavior can be incredibly confusing and emotionally draining for the person on the receiving end. You might wonder, why would they come back after causing so much pain? The answer lies in the complex and often self-serving nature of narcissistic behavior. After all, relationships end for a reason, right? Most people move on, learn from their mistakes, and seek healthier connections. But narcissists operate differently. They view relationships not as mutual partnerships, but as opportunities to fulfill their own needs and desires. Well, for a narcissist, the reasons for returning are often self-serving. They are not coming back because they have had a change of heart or because they genuinely miss the person. Instead, they return because they see an opportunity to regain control and feed their ego. Narcissists are driven by a deep-seated need for control, attention, and admiration. They thrive on the validation and adoration of others, and when their current source of supply runs dry, they start looking for new or old sources to tap into. This is why they often circle back to former partners or friends. When their current source of supply runs dry, they may look back to their past for easy targets. They remember who once provided them with the admiration and attention they crave, and they believe they can easily rekindle that dynamic. This is not about love or genuine connection, it's about convenience and self-gratification. They often believe they can easily manipulate and control someone they've already had a relationship with, making their former partners and friends prime candidates for recycling. This cycle can be incredibly damaging, as it keeps the narcissist's targets trapped in a loop of hope and disappointment. Understanding this pattern is crucial for breaking free and protecting oneself from further harm. One of the main reasons narcissists return to old flames is the allure of familiarity. They know how to push your buttons, they know your weaknesses, and they know how to get under your skin. This familiarity gives them a sense of control, which is incredibly intoxicating for someone with narcissistic tendencies. They may believe they can easily slip back into the dynamics of the old relationship, picking up where they left off without having to put in the effort of building something new. Narcissists thrive on validation and admiration. They need constant reassurance that they are special, attractive, intelligent, and worthy of attention. When their ego is depleted, they may seek out former partners or friends who readily provided them with this validation in the past. These individuals become easy targets for the narcissist's need for an ego boost. They represent a quick and effortless way to regain a sense of importance and worthiness. For a narcissist, returning to a former source of supply is like, well, taking a shortcut. They don't have to go through the hassle of meeting new people, building trust, or putting in the effort to maintain a healthy relationship. They may believe they can simply pick up where they left off, manipulating their way back into the lives of those who were once close to them. This illusion of ease is incredibly appealing to a narcissist who is often unwilling to invest time and energy into genuine emotional connections. While the idea of recycling a former partner or friend might seem harmless at first, the reality is far more insidious. When a narcissist returns, they often bring with them the same toxic patterns of behavior that led to the relationship's demise in the first place. The manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional abuse often intensify, leaving the recycled supply feeling even more drained and broken than before. The narcissist, on the other hand, will often discard their recycled supply once they've depleted their usefulness once again, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. It's crucial to be able to recognize the signs of a narcissist attempting to recycle you as a source of supply. Some common red flags include sudden reappearances after periods of silence, over-the-top compliments and gestures of affection, playing the victim and attempting to guilt you into taking them back, and love bombing and making grand promises they have no intention of keeping. If you notice these red flags, it's essential to set firm boundaries and resist the urge to fall back into old patterns. Protecting yourself from becoming recycled supply requires a combination of awareness, self-care, and firm boundaries. It's essential to understand that narcissists often seek out individuals they have previously manipulated, hoping to draw them back into their toxic web. This is why being vigilant and proactive in your approach is crucial. Educate yourself about narcissistic personality disorder. Knowledge is power, and the more you know about the traits and behaviors of narcissists, the better you can protect yourself. Read books, watch videos, and seek out credible sources of information to deepen your understanding. The more you understand about this disorder, the better equipped you'll be to recognize and deal with it. Recognizing the red flags early on can save you from a lot of emotional turmoil. Take notes, reflect on past experiences, and learn to trust your instincts. Set firm boundaries and stick to them. Boundaries are your first line of defense against being drawn back into a toxic relationship. Clearly define what behaviors are unacceptable, and be prepared to enforce these boundaries consistently. Narcissists are master manipulators, so it's crucial to be clear about what you will and will not tolerate. They may try to test your limits, but standing firm in your convictions will help you maintain control over your life and emotional well-being. Focus on your own healing and well-being. Engage in activities that promote your mental and physical health, such as yoga, meditation, or any form of exercise that you enjoy. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining your strength and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family, and seek professional help if needed. Having a strong support system can make a significant difference in your recovery process. Don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist or counselor who can provide you with the tools and strategies to cope and heal. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships that are based on mutual respect, trust, and genuine care. Healthy relationships are built on a foundation of equality and understanding, where both parties feel valued and appreciated. Never settle for anything less. Breaking free from the cycle of narcissistic abuse is a challenging but essential step towards healing and rebuilding your life. It's important to allow yourself time to grieve the loss of the relationship, process the trauma you've experienced, and rediscover your own strength and resilience. Remember, you are not alone. There are resources available to help you heal, recover, and move forward into a brighter future, free from narcissistic abuse.